What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Now, if you guys read the title, y'all can obviously tell, I tore something up, messed something up, regardless. It is what it is at this point. But let's get down to it anyways. So, for y'all who don't know, this is the channel, home of the gutted Tesla, the P100D. Of course, it's a Tesla racing channel, but I just got a Fox body built. So, I might as well throw a little, just a little teaser video out there about the car, because I really don't talk much about it. It's kind of started as a long process, maybe 9 months to a year or so ago. I'd have to check. But this thing was a real POS when I first got it, I'll show y'all a quick clip. This thing was tore up all to hell. It was just one ugly little thing. Definitely not the pristine roller you'd want to buy if you were going to do something like this, but it happened. I bought it, and it's turned into this crazy little thing. Anybody who knows me personally knows I can't remember anything, If somebody will say something, I forget it 10 seconds later, I just have terrible memory trying to keep up with stuff. I don't know how I've survived at work, but somehow I do. But either way, so of course, got this thing out the shop. This has happened about 2 weeks or so ago, I was a little bummed out about it, but, I was like, what the hell, other people have done this. I kind of expected myself to do this as soon as I put the hood pins on the car. I was like, damn, I'm gonna forget this one day. But I was filming a little video for y'all, just walking around the car, kind of showing it. Walked around the car, took the hood pins out, opened the hood. Of course, just showed around a little bit, just a nice little simple setup. Air to water, small on 3 turbo. Should make high 600s or so to the wheels. Nothing crazy like that, something for me to get used to. But either way, of course, as y'all can see, put the hood back down and kept the hood pins in my pocket. So that's about as far as they got right there. So cut the car on, drove about a few miles away, was doing about 50 miles an hour, no big deal. Didn't even think about didn't even see the hood trying to come up or make any creaking noises like it was about trying to come up at all. And laid into it in second, got up to about, hell if I know, 80, 90 miles an hour. And that's about the time a steel hood flies up at you, about 80, 90. So luckily, no cars are coming my way. I wasn't racing nobody or anything like that, just easing into it from a roll. So instantly, pulled the car over to the side, called my girlfriend, told her to bring my damn toolbox, and make sure it had a damn 10mm socket in it. Because you know how those things are. You can't ever find the damn 10mm. So she brought the toolbox over, took it off, put it on the side of the road where it belongs, and here's what the hood looks like now. It doesn't look that bad, but in person, this thing was bent all to hell. So, took that hood off, drove the car back to the shop to get it worked on a little bit to see if we could get some dents out the roof, because the roof was really bad at first. But either way, a few days later, we had to go race, so we got some things set up to go race. Went out to like a no prep race going backwards down the track, which y'all seen me doing the Teslas a few times. Just to get some test passes in, because the car really hasn't had any track time at all. I've done a few test hits on real low power on the street and stuff like that, but nothing crazy. So we went out to this little no prep, turned it up a little bit. And of course, me, I'm not too comfortable around, trying to drive this thing, let alone trying to drive it at a damn spot where the car hooks good, and then about 70 feet out, there's a bump onto some shit road, you know what I mean? So that's definitely trying to screw with me, My head was just like, oh hell, like right when I hit that stuff, it's gonna go sideways, it's gonna come out from under me, get a little loose. But the guy who built the car over at Sets of Race Cars came with me. just to, you know, he made some hits in it. You know, first pass went pretty good. You know, got a little loose out on the big end, and you know, I made a test pass myself actually. But you know, as soon as I let off the trans brake, I pedaled it once, got back into it, and that pretty much from then on out upset the suspension so it wouldn't ride the bump out. So as soon as I hit that bump, it was all over for me. It was getting real loose, and at that point, I was like, you know, I'm not even gonna try anymore. You know, I'm just gonna let out of it. You know, play it safe. Let the car cool down a little bit, and by that time it was pretty much ready to race. So we had a real untested car going into this race, and we had to race some little what was it, a small block Ford, you know, just a stock 302 kind of guy, but nitrous. So I'll show y'all a clip of us racing him real fast. Y'all saw, you know, race went pretty well. You know, we got left on pretty good. The guy was damn good on the light. You know, the nitrous car got a little loose about mid-track. You know, had to pedal it, and of course, you know, turbo car came around him. So, on to the second round, which is where, you know, this happened. Of course, you know, after doing the burnout, got the line, was like, hey, you're leaking. So found out, blew a head gasket. So trying to fix something else, you know, got it fixed. It's already running and everything. It's fixed now, you know, no big deal. We did go to some ARP head studs now and went to a LS9 head gasket. So it should be pretty good, you know, shouldn't have that problem again, but, you know, just kind of things figuring out with the car. As far as right now, you know, it's back together, you know, it runs and drives, it still needs a few things, and I'll show y'all a quick clip now of how the roof looks, because it ain't pretty, So here's the car now. As you can see, it's got a damn old ugly ass cow hood on it, you know, somebody let me borrow it real fast. Already had some hood pins put in it, so we put some more in it, you know, no big deal. But definitely gonna go back to a stock hood, you know, just don't like this, don't like driving with it, you know. As far as the roof goes now, of course y'all probably thought it wasn't gonna be that bad, but let's be honest, it's pretty bad, you know. I tore this thing up pretty good, just damn doing about 80-90 with a steel hood. So definitely gonna get this fixed one day, you know, but as of right now, if y'all know me, y'all know I could care less about how something looks as long as it damn runs good. So, you know, we'll worry about that later, but it is pretty beat up, sadly, you know. All this car needed was a damn paint job, but now, you know, now she's all beat up. So it is what it is, you know, shit happens. But, you know, windshield got a little small crack in it, you know, no big deal. Water's not leaking through it, which is the main thing, but, you know, still runs and drives just fine, you know. So let's fire this thing up, see what she's got. She's on the rollback right now because I am taking her to get a little bit more work done. Just a few things need finished up. know, not a crazy loud car, but you know, she sounds pretty good. As y'all can tell, definitely not the quietest car out of the bunch, but, well, she's all mine, and